we are going to talk about a book haul. Hello my lovelies, welcome back. My name is Viry. For those of you who are new here, I'm back. I have come back from my little mini vacation. Oh boy, did I need it. We're not really going to talk too much about what's been happening in my life. It's been a rough couple of weeks and my workload also has been pretty heavy. I was just stressing, and I think that was probably the best decision I could have made for myself, was to offload YouTube for a bit. Sorry about that, but also not that sorry. I gotta take care of my mental health first. But I'm back and I think I should be fine now. Things have calmed down a lot. It's a lot better. I'm ready to come back. It is possible that due to my workload just increasing more than usual, I may skip 1 week or two now and then. But at least for now, I don't see myself taking a big break outside of the usual Christmas breaks that I take and stuff like that. Like I said, let's not linger too much on that little tidbit of my life. We are going to talk about a book haul, a ginormous book haul. I haven't had a book haul this big since I started collecting books, since I moved to this apartment, because that's when I actually started my library. It's not like 100+ books or anything like that. I did collect these books throughout most of June and some of July, but for the most part, these are also like birthday gifts. These are birthday gifts to myself, like the stuff that I bought because it was my birthday month. It's not a huge haul compared to what you normally see online, but it is pretty big for me personally because I don't like to have too many unread books at home. Yeah. Oh, he's so needy right now. Oh, he's so needy right now. Hi. He's like, hi camera. Are you gonna say hi to YouTube? Hi YouTube. Oh, he normally is real quick to get off me. Little chatter break. We'll be right back. He's going to be really needy. I'm not sure. I think it's just the whole talking to the camera. He's just like, who are you talking to? And it's been a while since we've sat down to record a video. So I did end up ordering some books, and I got some books for my birthday, and I got 2 books at Barnes & Noble. Yeah, let's start off with our book haul. Honestly, there's not really much more to say. We're not going to talk about how much I spent because genuinely I don't know and I don't want to know. Let's start off with the first batch of books. I got these at Book Outlet. I actually did record myself opening these books, but I had a little bit of a temper tantrum, I'm not gonna lie. Again, stress and whatnot, because one of the books came in a little bit damaged, but I was able to fix it and I didn't want to go through the trouble of like getting it returned and whatnot. Like, I'm okay, I'm over it. To add to that, the audio for that clip, I have no idea what happened. It just kind of like distorted for like a good chunk of it, so I'm just like,
scrap that, we're just going to do a huge book haul.
And that's that. The first book that I got from Book Outlet is Meadow Slinger by Rachel Snyder. I actually have been wanting to read this book. This was a book club book from last year in a book club that I was in, and I just didn't get around to it because when they picked this book, it was like way late into the month and I already had my TBR for the month, so I wasn't buying any new books. And then a lot of the reviews I kept seeing, it ended in a pretty big cliffhanger, and I know that the second book already came out, and I think this is going to be a trilogy, so if I'm correct, there might be a third book coming out pretty soon, hopefully. With that said, I don't know if I'm going to be reading this at the moment. I am kind of craving a bit of a romantasy, and I know that's kind of like the gist of this. Other than that, I have no idea what this is about. If the second book also ends in a big cliffhanger, I'm going to see when the third book comes out, so then I can kind of like pace it that way and prioritize other reads and then just like read the full series once it's out, because I don't like to start series and then like have to wait until books come out, because a lot of the times I'll forget what happened, so I have to read the series all over again. And it's not that I forget the full story, I just forget minor details that sometimes are not so minor in the future. So yeah, that's a very long-winded explanation. I am out of practice. So that's the first book we got at Book Outlet, and honestly, this was just more of an impulsive purchase, and it's just been on my TBR, so I'm just like, why not? It was $5. Let's go. Most of these books, I believe, were $5. Maybe 1 or 2 were like $7 or $8. We always have this problem. You can never see my book setup. Okay, it's gonna be back here. So the next book I got at Book Outlet is The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. I have not read anything from this author, but I've heard good things about this specific book, and I've been wanting to pick something up from this author. This is a thriller, and this author does write thrillers. I have no idea what this book is about, actually. I don't remember what it's about. I think it's supposed to be like a murder mystery. I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, I really like thrillers. I'm usually really into thrillers during the summertime because I go through phases of wanting to read a bunch of romance books. I get burned out from genres, so I like just switching it up now and then. And thrillers tend to be something I gravitate towards a lot in the summer, so Why not? The next book I picked up, I think it's supposed to be like a gritty romance, but it's Addicted to You by Krista and Becca Ritchie. Can you believe I have not read the series? Again, purely good things about it. I'm assuming it's supposed to be a gritty romance. I'm kind of into gritty romances right now, like sweet, quirky, cute romances I'm a little bit burnt out from, so I'm gravitating towards gritty romances, not dark romances necessarily, because I'm just not really feeling that right now. I think this one deals with a little bit of heavier topics, but other than that, again, no idea. I usually don't know what these books are about. I just kind of like go off vibes and I'm just like, bet I want to read that. And this one has been on my TBR for a while, so I just took a chance because it was cheap. Oh shoot. Hold on. The whole reason why I even went on to Book Outlet, I'll just like show it to y'all now, is because I got the third book of the Crescent City series. This is House of Flame and Shadow by Sarah J Maas. I already read this pretty chunky book. I was just waiting for the paperback to come out so I can buy it because my whole Crescent City series collection is in paperback and they only had the hardcover out. And I kind of absolutely detest that most new releases of popular authors are coming out in hardcovers because while I do like special editions, I am not a hardcover person. I like to carry my books around, and carrying like a hardcover book, imagine carrying a hardcover book of this version on top of that, was just not like something I wanted to do. Yeah, the whole reason I ordered from Book Outlet was because I wanted this book. It was like $5 on there. It was hella discounted. And I'm just like,
why not? Like, why am I going to pay?
What is this, like $30? Why am I going to pay $20 for this book when I can get it for $5? I've already read it. It's okay. I don't need it immediately. And then it's just like their shipping is like spend $35 or more and you get free shipping. And I'm like,
well, that's basically the price of like a hardcover book.
so why not just get books? And that's how we ended up with our Book Outlet haul. So the next one is The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. This one has been in my TBR for a while as well, and I really like Ashley Poston, so this is one of those books that I have been wanting to read. I feel like Ashley Poston is just like my kind of vibe for contemporary romances, so I said, why not? This is one of those books that I have been wanting to read and pretty cheap. That's going to be basically the reason for why I got all of these books from Book Outlet. It's hard to pass up a deal, especially when it's a bunch of books that you have on your TBR. And then finally, this monstrosity coming up. Oh my god, this has been on my TBR for a while and it's intimidating. I got this one. It's The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. This one is thickums and I see it all the time at the library. I remember when this book came out and everyone was reading it and I really wanted to read it, but I was just not in the mood to read it. And this is also the temper tantrum I threw when recording this book because you can't tell anymore. I like weighed it down so it could flatten. But a lot of these pages were like bent and folded and like the cover was like really bad. I don't think it had anything to do with Book Outlet or even just like the delivery people. I think it just got stuck, you know, like maybe if there was a little bit more cushion in the box, it wouldn't had come in so damaged. But it genuinely was just at the end of the day like shipping that kind of like jumbled up my books, and that's fine. It's no one's fault. This is one of the books I've been wanting to read for a while. I believe this is a fantasy. I don't think it's a romantasy. I think it's just like a fantasy. Am I going to read this anytime soon? Possibly not. I'll probably wait until like fall winter season to like dive into such a thick book because in the summer I have a shorter attention span for books and I just want to not invest my time like this, especially right now. Off topic, but I've been really into playing cozy games. That's how I have been de-stressing actually this whole time. I have been playing Stardew Valley and that is like my go-to way to de-stress when I don't want to read and I don't want to watch TV or something like that, and it's just been nice. And so I just have a lot of hobbies going on right now. It's summer, I want to be out with friends, so my reading has slowed down a lot, and reading something this intensive, even if the words don't look like super big, it doesn't take up too much space up from the page, it's still very intimidating. I'm very excited to read this, but I'm also very intimidated to read this. Book Outlet haul. So I think in Book Outlet I got 6 books. That sounds about right, 6 books. And then the next book I'm going to talk about is actually an Amazon order because I don't think they sell this book anywhere but Amazon. And this is a trophy book because I have already read this book, and that is the Mind Book series by St. St. Abbey. This is book 1 through 5 because they are a collection of novellas basically. So I mentioned after I finished reading it, if y'all haven't seen my reading wrap, I believe it was like my most recent reading wrap. I was obsessed with this series when I was reading it. I loved it. This is one of my favorite books of all time, one of my top books of the year. Loved it, loved it, loved it. I knew I was going to get a copy, a physical copy. I wanted this in my library, so I got it. And I'm happy. This was a birthday gift to myself. And then talking about birthday gifts, I have 2 books. I went to New York for my birthday and I actually passed by the Ripped Bodice in Brooklyn and I just wanted to go check it out, right? And my boyfriend was just like,
okay, well, I'm going to give you a free pass to get 2 books, whichever 2 books you want, like figure it out.
and I'm just like,
But I wasn't planning on buying books. I just wanted to check it out, maybe get some merch.
and so I like panic picked and I got 2 books. One of them is A Blind Date with the Book that I am going to open with you guys. And then the other one is Skies and Sparrow by Bryn Weaver. This is the 3rd. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh, it's my friend's postcard. I had to send this to her. I haven't sent it to her yet. If you're watching this, it'll get to you pretty soon. And he got me a happy birthday card that says happy birthday, sweet cheeks. Anyway, this is the 3rd book in the Ruinous Love trilogy. I have read the first 2 and I have the first 2. And then this is a signed book by the author. So I'm happy about that. I really liked the first 2 books and I'm very excited to read this. I think I might read this closer to fall season just because like it gives more like spooky vibes. This is a dark rom-com. Got that at the Ripped Bodice. And then I got this Blind Date with the Book. It just says here, he's a ghostwriter and hired to finish his idol, her grandmother's novel after she passed. She's fresh off a divorce back in her hometown and won't let their undeniable chemistry stop her from ruining his career. And this is another signed author book. And honestly, I had no freaking clue what to get. Like, I was so overwhelmed by the choices because I, again, was not thinking about what to get. So I'm just like,
Let's just get a blind date with the book.
let's open it. Ready? Oh, and it's sprayed edges. No, that's so pretty. Oh, this is so pretty. No way. Okay, wait, hold on. This is so pretty. Okay, so this is obviously a special edition, foiled printing and whatnot. It's The Things We Left Unfinished by Rebecca Yarros. Y'all, you do not understand. This has also been in my TBR for the longest. When I found out that Rebecca Yarros actually wrote romance before writing Fourth Wing, I had seen that this book was like very much well loved and it was one of like her top books and I have been wanting to read this one for so long. This is so freaking... Oh my god, he is literally about to have some fun time today. He has no idea that I opened this right now. I'm about to go see him and give him a bunch of kisses because he's out playing and I'm gonna go meet him for lunch. It's such a beautiful, but look, hold on. The end pages are so pretty. I cannot. I'm so happy. And it's signed. It is signed too. On top of it being a beautiful edition, it's signed by the author. Do you know how happy I am right now? Okay, this is such an exciting gift. I had no idea that obviously it's a blind date with the book. Camera overheated. Very excited that we got that book. Okay, so happy. I'm so happy. It's funny because like my camera overheated and I was just like texting my boyfriend because like I said, I'm gonna meet him for lunch and like literally he just called me while I was texting him and I just told him how happy I am because he's the one who chose that specific like blind date with the book as well. So these next 2 books are my final books for my book haul and I got these recently at Barnes & Noble. They were just books I wanted to read for the month. And I know I shouldn't have picked up more books when I already have obviously a collection of books right behind me. But these are just books that I really wanted to read. I picked up King of Sloth by Anna Huang. This is the 4th book in the Kings of Sin series. The reason why I wanted to pick this book up is because I have the 5th book and I actually got that as a blind date with the book that my friend gifted to me a year ago and I really want to read the book that she gifted to me. So yeah, 4th book of King of Sin series. I believe this one is about Sloane. I swear there's always a Sloane in an interconnected series. Sloane, I believe she was like a manager and it's probably going to be about one of the clients she manages. So it's probably going to be like a black cat golden retriever kind of story most likely. But you know, make it millionaire, billionaire romance. We'll see. And then the final book, I'm pretty sure y'all know because you saw the sprayed edge. The final book I got in this book haul is Taming 7 by Chloe Walsh. This is Gypsy and Claire's story as you can see from the sprayed edges. I just really wanted to read the series. I felt like it was time. I don't know. There was a show I was watching that made me really want to read this. I'm just like, yeah, why not? I love Gypsy, so it's going to be very interesting to be in his point of view. So I think it'll be very cute. But yeah, that is the final book I got in my book haul. Let's see how many books I actually got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 books. That is quite a good amount of books if I'm being honest. Granted, 2 of them were gifted. Everything else was bought with my own money. Big collection. I have a lot of books I can read. I'll probably be relying on my Kindle and library for books that I'm not reading that I have at home. That is my book haul. I don't know. Don't quote me on this, but I don't think I'll be buying too many books anytime soon. I need to be careful with Book Outlet because that is a very dangerous website. Let me know down in the comments below, what have you been up to these past few weeks? It's been a while. It's been a while for me. It's been a while for y'all. I haven't seen y'all in a cool second. Yeah, let me know. What have you been up to? I have been working, playing Stardew Valley, and reading as per usual. I also have been watching Love Island, you know, the yush. But yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already and you would like to, please subscribe. I usually make book content and now and then I make some lifestyle vlogs. There will be a New York vlog coming up soon. But yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. Have a beautiful day and happy reading. Bye!